our third solar panel showed up. Here it is. Looks great. So it's all about the electrical is what I'm thinking. The starter's fine. This bus we were able to remove a ton of electrical stuff, and anything could be a problem. So what I'm going to do is just deconstruct all this wire that we took out, get it out from all along the thing, and get all the wire that's not plugged in, not necessary, out of the way, so that I can look more closely at what I think is this wire, which is the blue one, which is the emergency. The reason that I'm not using my razor blade to cut it off is because I don't want to cut into these wires and create a short. Yeah, it already doesn't work well, so I'm gonna try to make it so I don't create any new problems. I realized that in order to diagnose these problems, I want to be able to turn the electrical system back on. And if I'm going to turn the electrical system back on, I might as well install the starter first, because I don't want to install the starter while the batteries are connected. So before I install, you get the idea. Doing the starter is quite easy now that I've got a few tries at it. This time it didn't even take very long at all, and I was really confident, so it really wasn't even that stressful. I feel like I'm learning a lot here. One thing that I wanted to say, if anybody's doing this, is to take a picture of the thing that you're taking apart. Take a lot of really detailed pictures so that you know exactly how to put it back together the way that it was. If I hadn't taken really detailed pictures of the starter, I wouldn't feel confident that I put it back together properly. But right now, I feel pretty good about it. And so now it's just about figuring out what is the electrical problem. Why is the ignition not engaging the starter? Here we go. When somebody turns the ignition, what happens? And then I hear a click on this device right here. And basically, I'm trying to sort that out. We took out a lot of the old pieces. We didn't need any of these back parts. So we got rid of a lot of this exterior lighting stuff. I found the wiring diagram here. There's if you want to see a detailed image of this, there's one on the website. You can go to ianrobinson.net/schoolbus, and I'll have a high-res version of this. And so basically, I'm just reading this, deconstructing it all, figuring out how it's going to work, and then I'm going to just start troubleshooting by measuring the voltage. You see, there's an emergency exit buzzer door here that goes from the body solenoid, which I'm guessing is that one, to these hookups, the door actuator, exterior door. Anyways, it's gonna take a long time to figure it out. But if you wanna see a detailed image of this, I'll have one on the website. So I got a tester. The ground, I can plug in right here. And then I can use this device to see if the power is going to this relay. As you can see, the light turned on. So I know that it's getting hot here. So it runs power to here through this fuse panel. So now I want to check the fuses. I think that it might have something to do with this. These are going to be the fuses that it runs through. As you can see, this is the only one that's actually connected. Before I pull this fuse out, I'm just going to pull this fuse out, and we'll just test this for continuity to see if it works. So this is what's called a multimeter. I turn it over to here, to this guy. What this does is it tests continuity. It'll tell me if these two bits connect. So I can touch two wires and it'll make that noise. And so in order to check the fuse, I just connect these two bits to here. And you can tell, because it makes a noise, there's continuity. And that tells me that this fuse is perfectly fine. So I just spent a bunch of time discussing it with my friend, and for some reason everybody thinks that it's still the starter. Which means I'm thinking I'm gonna get a new starter, but yet I'm still going to finish this sort of breakdown of the electrical system. This is the power distribution diagram. There's connectors here, there's a fuse breaker box here, a fuse breaker box here, and then a body relay. And I've marked those out here. That's the fuse breaker box number 2, and this is fuse breaker box number 1. This is the 100 amp body relay, and this is con 2. So as you can see, those systems make up this system. the more I dive into this whole situation, I don't really see any reason that there would be some sort of a circuitry reason for the engine not to be starting, and yet I'm still investigating it. So if anybody has any insights, please let me know in the comments below. And if you go to ianrobinson.net/schoolbus, by the time this thing posts, I will have a high definition photo of all the whole electrical system. So if anybody is really good at this stuff, then it would be awesome to get some support. And you could say something like, it's got to be the starter, this thing doesn't have any of the circuitry to where the emergency doors would short it out. Or if you found a place to check, then I'd be happy to check it out in the next video. So thank you guys for the comments. I promise there's going to be some more fun building stuff in the future. So right now it's just deconstructing electrical diesel engine problems. But thank you for watching. Really appreciate all the comments.